What is Leviathan? The fire-breathing beast that dwells in the deep. Deep in the dark waters, beneath the surface where no sunlight reaches, there's something ancient, something untouchable, something terrifying. Its name? Leviathan. And no, this isn't some sailor's tale or myth. God himself describes it, right there in Job 41. He doesn't speak of it like a fantasy. He speaks of it like fact. Can you pull in Leviathan with a fishhook? Can you tie its tongue with a rope? Spoiler alert, you can't. Because Leviathan isn't just a sea creature. It's a living storm, a beast of chaos, a monster so fierce, so dangerous, that God uses it to humble mankind. Leviathan lives in the deep. You'll never find Leviathan near the shore. No coral reef or shallow bay can hold it. It swims in the darkest places, the crushing pressure depths where even submarines fear to go, where the water is black, where ancient shipwrecks rot in silence. That's where Leviathan dances. And make no mistake, this beast isn't hiding. It rules those waters. How big is Leviathan? Massive. It doesn't just swim through waves. It makes them. Ships have followed strange whirlpools that form without storms, only to be swallowed in an instant. Their final sight, a gleaming eye beneath the surface, and rows of teeth like jagged blades. Its back, lined with armor-plated scales, so tight and strong no sword can pierce them. Its mouth, full of terror. Its breath sets coals ablaze, and flames dart from its mouth. Yes, Leviathan breathes fire. It's not just water you fear when you face it. It's the impossible combination of fire and ocean. Two unstoppable forces inside one terrifying creature. Leviathan isn't afraid of you. You can't tame it. You can't bribe it. And don't even think of hunting it. No one is fierce enough to rouse it. Who then is able to stand against me? God is saying, if Leviathan terrifies you, imagine what made it. Kings have tried to trap it. Warlords built ships just to slay it. But every time, they disappeared beneath the waves, vanishing without a scream. What happens when Leviathan rises? Storms follow it, literally. It leaves a glistening wake behind. One would think the deep had white hair, waves 50 feet tall, thunder without clouds. The ocean itself trembles. Fishermen speak of quiet mornings that turn deadly in seconds. A shadow beneath the waves, a sudden roar, then nothing. Whole villages have been abandoned when Leviathan was spotted off their shores. Not because it attacked, but because it might. It doesn't hunt for food. It hunts for silence. Leviathan doesn't eat because it's hungry. It eats because it's designed to dominate. It doesn't roar for attention. It roars to remind creation that some things were never meant to be controlled. And when it moves, the sea splits, the sun dims, seabirds vanish, even whales flee in silence. Once, it was said that Leviathan surfaced near a merchant fleet, not to attack, just to look. And when it did, the heat from its breath boiled the water. Sails caught fire from the steam, and the sea boiled alive. But here's the thing, Leviathan isn't evil. It's not a villain. It's not a sea devil. It's a reminder. Just like Behemoth humbles us on land, Leviathan humbles us at sea. So where did Leviathan come from? I made Leviathan, says God, to play in the sea. To play. Let that sink in. The thing that terrifies mankind, the creature that breathes fire and topples ships, is just God's sea pet. He made it. He shaped it. He gave it scales no weapon could pierce. He gave it breath that sets fire to water. He gave it freedom to roam the oceans as it pleases. And it answers to no one except him. Why did God create Leviathan? To remind you, God is not small. His power isn't polite. It's not safe, but it is sovereign. Leviathan is a creature man fears, but one that bows before the voice of its creator. You can't tame Leviathan. You can't cage it. You can't understand it. They say if you ever see the ocean go still, perfectly still, no wind, no waves, no birds, turn back, because Leviathan is near. Legends say it doesn't always rise with fury. Sometimes it waits beneath ships, silently, watching. Veteran sailors speak of a cold that sinks into your bones. A silence where even time feels paused. And then, a sudden swell, not a wave, not a storm, but the back of something massive. Some ships were found wrecked on calm seas, no signs of battle, no fire, no storm, no survivors, only deep scratches on broken wood, claw marks too wide to be from anything known. Leviathan doesn't chase. It erupts. 1 second it's water. The next, a mouth big enough to swallow a house. Eyes like glowing coals beneath the waves. And when it thrashes, entire coves disappear. Whole coastlines have changed shape after a single sighting. The salt in the air turns bitter. The clouds flee, and birds fall silent for miles. But here's the strangest part. It leaves certain places untouched. Temples, ruins. Some say ancient altars resting on the seafloor. Almost like Leviathan remembers something we've long forgotten. A time when it served a higher order. Not chaos, but obedience. A weapon that only God can hold. Leviathan isn't random. It doesn't attack without cause. It's not just a monster, it's a kept secret of the deep. Like a locked vault at the bottom of the ocean. One only God has the key to. It exists to show us one thing, that no matter how vast the sea, how terrifying the deep, God reigns even there. Because when God says, enough, even Leviathan retreats. So next time life feels too deep, too dark, too wild to survive, remember, even the monster of the deep is beneath God's feet. Even the chaos has limits. Even Leviathan is leashed. You are not alone in the storm. The waves obey his voice, and so will everything else.